Talk, shop, pop, movies.
Ahoy there, this is Derek, the Convicted Cinephile, and if you're a convicted cinephile yourself, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel down below, like the ticker says here, the little ticker. Yeah, on my channel, I like to talk, shop, and pop open, that is, movies and physical media, and it is award season, and Christmas morning is this Tuesday. I refer to Oscar nominations as Christmas morning because I'm a fucking nerd. So, because of that, it's coming up soon. I'm going to do my final nominations predictions. I thought I would just do it this way so I could share my screen and make it slightly less convoluted. So let's get into it. I'm going to share my screen here. We'll do it this way. No, that's not the way. This is the way, according to that Mandalorian program. All right. So I've already done predictions. I have had them for months because, like I said, I'm a dork. So we're just going to do a nice once over, and I'm going to move some stuff around if I need to. Give a thought or two. We'll see what happens. So for best picture, I have currently The Fablemans, Everything Everywhere All at Once. These are in no particular order necessarily, as long as they're just in my 10. Banshees of Inisherin, Top Gun Maverick, Tar, Avatar: The Way of Water, and Elvis. I think those 7. Not so much Avatar, I guess. I would say like this. These 6, or these 6 up to Elvis are definitely getting in. Avatar's probably going to get in. After the PGAs, it's a little riskier. Women Talking missed everything at BAFTA. I am not putting that one in. I'm putting All Quiet on the Western Front in, which got in for 14 nominations at BAFTA, and it deserves it because it's great. So I really want that in. The Will made PGA. I've had it in for like a week, so I have better odds. I am going to go, even though it's not going to get director or screenplay, I'm still going to go with Babylon just because it's what I've been referring to. It's gonna Nightmare Alley its way in, which means it's gonna get a handful of below the line categories that makes it just squeak into Best Picture, is what I think is gonna happen. Or at least that's what I'm hoping happens. I don't know. I'll probably be wrong. If I get 9 out of these 10, I'll be happy. But yeah, Babylon, and it's hanging on there by a thread. They have Triangle of Sadness, which could get in, especially if it gets in for screenplay and an actress. We'll get into everything else. Glass Onion. If Knives Out can't get in, Glass Onion probably can't, even though it got PGA. Women Talking is like the only one that I'm like, yeah, that might end up making it in just because it got the SAG ensemble. But for the fact that BAFTA gave it absolutely nothing, even its supposed guaranteed win and adapted screenplay didn't even get nominated there. I'm just gonna leave it out. And if it gets in, good for them. Hopefully it gets in over something I care about less, like you know, Babylon or Avatar, I guess. I don't know. I don't care. I just want the whale to get in. Like if those 8 can get in, the bottom 1 or 2, couldn't care less. Director. I was just gonna go with the top 5, not even the top 5, but the DGA 5, which is Spielberg, who was not nominated at BAFTA and couldn't be because he wasn't shortlisted. The Daniels, who've gotten in everywhere. They've gotten nominated for Everything Everywhere all at once. Ha cha cha cha. They are getting nominated. If they don't, it is absolute horseshit. Let me just put it that way. I could see Steven Spielberg missing just because of not being BAFTA short or long listed and making it there. The Fablemans only got 1 nomination at BAFTA, and it was for its screenplay. So who knows? Spielberg has been snubbed for better things. Like The Color Purple got 11 nominations, and he didn't get in for it. So things like that. Todd Field seems like he's a guarantee at this point. It's a very directory movie, for sure. Banshees. Martin McDonagh got snubbed for 3 billboards. I don't think they're going to do it again. Banshees is reviewed better. People like it more. And it's a little artsier than 3 billboards was. Joseph Kosinski was nominated for Top Gun Maverick at the DGA, which was fairly surprising. That is the only thing he has gotten so far. He didn't even get in at Critics' Choice, where there was 10 nominations. And I'm pretty sure, I can't remember if he was longlisted at BAFTA or not. I don't think he was. Cameron could get in there because it's James Cameron, but they've already nominated him for the first one. Like, more of the same, in my opinion. Edward Berger for All Quiet on the Western Front is the one I would normally put in. Let me say this. I want Edward Berger to get nominated. I do not want Baz Luhrmann to get nominated. James Cameron gets nominated. It's just kind of like, okay, whatever. I don't think there's going to be any female nominees, sadly, for these ladies here who are just on the outskirts of getting in. One might still make it. Who knows? I have Joseph Kaczynski. It's at 95 to 1 odds. I have it at 100 to 1. That is honestly the only reason I'm keeping him in outside of him getting DGA. One of them usually misses. I think it's going to be him. I should pick All Quiet, but I'm going to be stupid just to hope I get a bunch of points and keep Kaczynski, even though I really don't think he's going to get in. This is more of a gold derby gamble than an actual prediction. Actress in a leading role, we have Michelle Yeoh, Kate Blanchett. They're the ones getting in absolutely 100%. Michelle Williams, she's like she missed SAG and BAFTA, which are like the two things you really want if you get nominated. So I could see her missing. Ana de Armas got in for the Golden Globe, SAG, and BAFTA. So statistically speaking, she should make it in. But Michelle Williams is just kind of like it seems more of an Oscar pick, I guess. Daniel Deadwyler should get in. Viola Davis has not missed anywhere yet, so it seems like a fair bet that she's getting in. I think I'm just going to keep the 5 I have, and if Ana de Armas gets in, good for her. That's really cool. Hopefully, it's over someone who's not Kate Blanchett, Michelle Yeoh, or Daniel Deadwyler, because just because they were good, they deserve it. Best actor, I think I'm copying Gold Derby here, but I've been doing it before it was cool. I've had Brendan Fraser at number 1. Now I think he might still win, especially if he gets in for Best Picture, which is my main hope. Colin Farrell, absolutely. Austin Butler, absolutely getting in. Bill Nye is not missed anywhere. He's getting in. He would be a weird miss at this point. And I love Bill Nye, and it'd be his first Oscar nomination, so that's cool. All 5 of these guys, it would be their first Oscar nomination, which is astounding. And it's always cool to see first timers. And Paul Mescal, I have at number 5. Tom Cruise could easily make it in just because he's Tom Cruise, but he hasn't gotten in anywhere important yet. And he's going to get in for Best Picture for Top Gun, so they don't need to nominate him for Best Actor. After Sun is a small movie, though. I'm going to go with the actor's the better performance choice as opposed to the more famous person choice, and stick with Paul. Everyone else under that, like it shows here, is 100 to 1 shot, and I agree with that completely. Those are the only 6 people who could get in at the Oscars, in my opinion. So maybe they'll switch it up and throw Adam Sandler in there. Who knows? That would be fun. Good for him if that happens. I think I'm sticking with these 5 as well. Partial hope dictions, but Carrie Condon for Banshees. Jamie Lee Curtis hasn't missed. Angela Bassett seems like she's going to win the damn thing now. Hong Chow absolutely should get in, and she's made SAG and BAFTA. Stephanie Hsu made SAG, Critics' Choice, and she's in like the favorite movie of the year, the Everything Everywhere All at Once. Dolly De Leon very easily couldn't get in. Jessie Buckley is a maybe. Yeah, there's a lot of maybe. There's a big maybe pile when it comes to Best Supporting Actress. Who knows? They might decide Michelle Williams is supporting at the last second, and that would be kind of hilarious. Carey Mulligan got in at BAFTA, which was kind of a surprise, but who knows? They owed her one because they didn't nominate her for Promising Young Woman the year she probably should have won for that. I'm just going to keep these 5. This is the 5 I'm actually hoping for. If Dolly De Leon gets in for someone, I honestly hope that she boots out Jamie Lee Curtis or Angela Bassett. Just because they're just the career awards, they're not as much the performance awards nominations. The other 3 are here because their performances deserve to be here. I think that's my 2 cents. Yeah, this might need some switching. Ke Huy Quan, he's gonna win. No doubt about it. He might lose BAFTA to Brendan Gleeson, but he's going to win everything else, no problem. Sweet liquor eases the pain. I have Barry Keoghan. He's not missed yet. I'd be surprised if he missed here. I have Paul Dano and Judd Hirsch. Judd Hirsch has not really done much. Paul Dano got SAG. Paul Dano needs an Oscar nomination. Judd Hirsch shouldn't be nominated for one scene. Eddie Redmayne has surprisingly got in at SAG and BAFTA and the Golden Globe. Or was it the Critics' Choice? He's gotten in everywhere, all but one place. I'll say that. But he got in at SAG and BAFTA, which is huge. So I'm going to go with Eddie Redmayne over Judd Hirsch. If they do Judd Hirsch instead of Paul Dano, I'll be pissed. Let me just put it that way. But the other three are pretty safe, so I'm going to do that. It's just the top 5 on Gold Derby, so it's not like I'm doing anything crazy. That's half the time. That's what it ends up being. Adapted screenplay. I'm gonna do Women Talking, even though it got snubbed to BAFTA. It's the award it's supposed to win, so hopefully you can at least get nominated. Glass Onion, I'll keep in. The Whale is definitely getting in now, especially since it made it in over Women Talking at BAFTA. Living seems like a sure thing, and She Said got in at BAFTA, but All Quiet on the Western Front is the one that I hope gets in and might not. So I might stick with the 5 I have, and then if All Quiet gets in over literally anything but The Whale, I won't care, because I just want The Whale to get as much as it can to help Mr. Fraser out. That's really all, all I'm hoping for here. I want it to get all 5 of its nominations it can get, because it got 4 at BAFTA, and then if you add the Best Picture at the Oscars, that'd be the 5. Here we have original screenplay. So Everything Everywhere and Banshees are the 2 that have a chance of winning. Tar will get nominated 100%. Fablemans, it got in at BAFTA. It was the one thing it got, so it'll get in. And then I have Triangle of Sadness at number 4. Like I said, they're not in any real order. They just keep getting moved around as I flip flop things. After Sun is a strong maybe, but that didn't even get in at BAFTA, and it was like a sure to. So Triangle of Sadness seems obvious. Babylon has been missing everywhere, so there's no reason to get that. The Menu is on here, but Triangle of Sadness is sort of taking the screw rich people slot, so I'm gonna just stick with Triangle of Sadness. This 5 seems, with the except, yeah, unless After Sun just like surprises and takes a spot away from something, this seems like an easy 5 now. Cinematography. Okay, see, they have Avatar way up here and Babylon up here, but I took them out a while ago because looking at the guild stuff, the ASC and the BSC, the American and the British Cinematographers Awards, essentially, they crossed, overlapped 4 for 5. Empire of Light, I believe, got on both, and it's Roger Deakins, so that's getting in. Top Gun, I think missed BSC, but got it at ASC, but it's been winning every critic award. That's getting in, and I think it's going to win. All Quiet missed ASC, but got in at BSC, and it deserves to be here, and it's gorgeous. Batman has made all of them, so that's awesome. Batman has great cinematography. I've had it in for a while because it's got the 37-1 odds as opposed to the 14. Elvis has made it in to all of them, but I just don't think it's that strong of a competitor. And The Fablemans was shot by Lubeski, and he wasn't nominated at ASC last year for West Side Story, and he still managed to get in at the Oscars because he's a brilliant cinematographer, and Steven Spielberg movies always look good. So that is the one non ASC BSC pick I'm doing out of these 5. Elvis will probably get in instead, but I like that cinematographer better. And I haven't seen it, but I can guarantee you the movie's better too, because Elvis is not that great, in my opinion, outside of Austin Butler's performance and like the costumes and stuff. Speaking of costumes, Black Panther. I'm tempted to take that out because it missed at BAFTA, but it made it the guilds and it'll probably get in. The first one won that Oscar. It'd be kind of weird if that one missed. Elvis is definitely getting in. Babylon should get in, so I have that. Woman King, I don't think has been getting in. Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris is absolutely getting in now. Fablemans could, just because of who did it. Everything Everywhere has cool costumes, but I think it's something that it could come up short on, unless they just really over-nominate the hell out of it and put it in instead of like The Woman King or something. But this is one where I won't put Everything Everywhere in. If it makes it, sweet. Batman makes it, even better. Film editing, okay. Top Gun and Everything Everywhere are the 2 that are going to win. One of those 2 is going to win. Top Gun is going to take sound. So I think, and lately, everything that wins sound wins film editing, or at least a sound award. There's only one sound award now. So Top Gun's taking that. I'm going to say it takes editing, even though I don't think it necessarily deserves it, but there's just a strong correlation. But we'll get into that, when I'm picking the winners. Everything Everywhere has more editing, and the showier editing. So I think that would be a fun pick, and the Critics' Choice went for it, so that's cool. Elvis, there's a lot of editing there too, but it's not as good as Everything Everywhere. Fablemans, it missed this long list at the BAFTA, which is bad. And the Ace Eddie Awards, the Editing Guild nominations haven't come out yet, I don't think. So that one's kind of like a risky pick. Avatar is up here, but I don't have it. I have Babylon, which I'm going to take out and replace with one of these three. Avatar, which missed BAFTA. All Quiet and Banshees both got in. Banshees kind of needs editing. I might take out Fablemans and put in All Quiet and Banshees because they are both extremely well edited, and Banshees needs an editing nomination to help it win Best Picture. Fablemans isn't going to win Best Picture anymore. I hope it. I mean, it's been falling off the radar a lot and very quickly. And Banshees has really good editing because it's really like well edited comedy uh, dialogue. And All Quiet on the Western Front is an awesome war movie, and they're always good. So, and that's going to get in for sound probably too. So the sound editing correlation is heavy with a few of these. Avatar could get in because it's going to get in for sound probably. But I mean, I wouldn't say it's edited any better than any of these other movies. It's just Avatar, I guess. It'll, yeah. I'll probably be wrong on at least one of them, so it's whatever. The Whale, I'm keeping it in, but its odds change, so I'm moving it around slightly. It's above Elvis now, and if it's Brendan Fraser's going to win, it's probably going to win makeup too. Those two things always go together, also. So if Elvis wins makeup early in the night, I'll be scared shitless that Austin Butler's going to win over Brendan Fraser, or maybe they'll just be really interesting, and Batman will win makeup, and Colin Farrell will win. It'll be like this weird actor crossover thing that makes sense when you think about it. All Quiet could get in here. Babylon is good makeup. Black Panther didn't get in at BAFTAs, and neither did the first one. Oh man, All Quiet needs to get more. I think I'm going to put All Quiet in here. It's going to get a handful of things. Crimes of the Future would be a really cool nomination if it got in, even though the movie's like, whatever. Production design, yeah, I have. Where is it? Everything Everywhere in at the moment. A lot of these are probably going to get in before it because this is a hard one. I think I'm going to put Fablemans in over Everything Everywhere. These other ones, I believe, are making it. Babylon deserves arguably to win this. Black Panther is good, but I hear the art direction is not that impressive in this one. Probably outside of like the Namor stuff. I haven't had a chance to see it. Elvis is pretty good. Yeah, blah blah blah. Babylon. Yeah, whatever. I hope All Quiet gets in or something cool. Glass Onion does have really good production design. I want Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio to get in. I would love the Batman to get in. Part of me just wants to pick Pinocchio just because it's at 100 to 1 odds. Take it the Fablemans. I might do that because it got in at BAFTA, which is something. Best score, Babylon for sure. Fablemans doesn't have much score, but it's John Williams. I want to put in Everything Everywhere All at Once because it has an amazing score. Everything Everywhere. All Quiet on the Western Front, excuse me. Women Talking will probably get score. Pinocchio will probably get score. Banshees probably will. I'm going to take out Fablemans because John Williams doesn't always get nominated, especially when the new music is only like 20 minutes of the entire movie. I'll be risky kind of and go for All Quiet just because I really want it to get in because that score is outstanding. I recommend you listen to it. It reminded me of the Batman, which wasn't shortlisted. So, Natu Natu for song. It'll be RRR's one nomination most likely, unless it magically appears in Best Picture with nothing else, and no previous foreign film nomination from the BAFTAs. Or yeah, be weird. Top Gun, why not? Guillermo del Toro. Tell It Like a Woman because it's Diane Warren. Yeah, whatever. Those five are good. I don't care. Most of these other ones suck, anyways. Best sound, Top Gun for sure. Avatar for sure. Elvis for sure. Batman got in a lot of sound nominations before other shows. So I had that because of like the guilds. I got a lot of guild love. Everything Everywhere could get in as just like a hey, we really like this movie sound nomination. But and Babylon has good sound, but I think I'm gonna stick with these. Batman will be my sort of odd man out, even though it's a very sound edity, sound mixy movie. Yep, I'm gonna boot Doctor Strange and go for All Quiet on this one. That was my plan. Actually, I might take out Wakanda Forever too. And apparently, this 13 Lives movie has an outstanding like sizzle reel of visual effects that they showed like the Academy or the branch when they voted on this stuff, and it's nominated for supporting visual effects, and it's the only nominee in that category at the visual effects guild. That is one of these options, and I guess it's like ridiculous because like I was watching people talk about it today, and they're saying like you can't tell where the visual effects are, and that's because they're that fucking good. Like everything is visual effects. Like it's ridiculous. All Quiet, similar. The Batman I think is gonna get in. I'm gonna go no Marvel this year. Let's do that. No Marvel stuff. And Avatar's gonna win anyway, so who cares, right? I would like Doctor Strange is cool. I would like Doctor Strange to get in because I like it. The first one did. Animated feature. These five. I guess I'll just go Wendell and Wild because fuck it. The other four aren't moving. Documentary. Yes, 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 yes. This one might. I hear this Territory movie's really good and could get in. Same thing goes for the David Bowie documentary. I'll probably just play it safe here and I hope I get a lot of them in. I don't know. I'll probably get 3 out of 5 and I'll be happy. Documentary is always weird. International film. All Quiet is probably going to win now because RRR is not eligible and it got a fuckload of BAFTA nominations, 14 out of its possible 15. Decision to Leave is going to get in. Argentina is getting in. It won the Globe. It's like a sure thing at this point. Close didn't get in at BAFTA, but I've heard better things about it than Corsage, which did. And yeah, Corsage is on here. And The Quiet Girl, I've heard nothing but amazing things, and it made screenplay at BAFTA too. So that'll be my 5. So pretty much the 4 I've always had, plus The Quiet Girl because it popped up on the list after I started hearing good things. The animated shorts, I'm just gonna keep what I have. These are the ones where you just like hope you're right, kind of a thing. Save for Hell, New Moon. This I've heard is good. I don't know. That's the problem with these. I don't know. I'll keep what I got. Hope for the best. Holy Moses. Documentary year. Garden. Sorry, I'm just mumbling because I'm just reading these. These are the few I obviously, not that I don't care about them. I just don't know anything about them. I'm just making sure the odds are in my favor, I guess. Sure, we'll do that. That is everything. That is all of my Academy Awards predictions. Hopefully, you could read that easily enough as I went through them quickly. I just wanted to get this done. But yeah, I will be watching the Oscar nominations live Tuesday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be up live streaming it up on my channel. The announcements are at 8:30, so I'll be on there for half an hour. So I'll be live streaming that, hopefully reacting to some fantastic surprises or even some terrible surprises that are just fun to react to because that's always the best part are the surprises. Like Lakeith Stanfield and supporting actor, which literally came out of nowhere. He wasn't even on Gold Derby to pick. That's how out of nowhere that was. Hopefully something weird like that happens. That'd be sweet. But I doubt it. And next Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 o'clock, I'm Central Time. So 8 my time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be doing my 2000 to 2009 Academy Awards nominees for Best Picture tournament stream, where I take all 55 of the Best Picture nominees of that 10 years, 2000 to 2009. The movies released in those years, just to clear it up. And me and a panel of guests will be voting on each round until it narrows down into one Best Picture nominee of that decade. And I have no idea how it's going to go because I don't know what other people like necessarily. I try to get at least one new panelist on every time I've done it and mix them up with previous panelists just so the opinions change slightly. So on that one, I will have, let me try to remember everybody: Fish the Film Collector, Pure Hangout, The Bin Buster, and Hard Copy Blues. I did it. I remembered all 4 of them. So put a notification on that stream. It's already on my YouTube thing. You can click on it, set a bell so you remember to do it. Subscribe to all 4 of those guys because they're awesome too. I have all their descriptions in the link, which I will say again on the stream. But yeah, those are my 2 biggest things I have coming up. So I'll end it here so I maybe have time to edit this before I have to do another live stream tonight. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Talk, shop, pop, movies.